everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while that I haven't posted any videos, so this is actually my comeback. I've been busy with my classes with my students, so yeah, I'm really sorry for that. So now I'm gonna retake another practice test with all of you today, as usual. So yeah, this is actually the score that I achieved on the real test. So yeah, let's get started as usual. We're gonna go for practice, take a test, and go.
My artistic journey began when I was young. My artistic journey began when I was young.
It's crucial to us to stay up to date with the latest developments in the field.
She was always a dedicated, hard-working student. She was always a dedicated, hard-working student.
Among the numerous benefits, bicycles are incredibly cost-effective and economically advantageous, both for individuals and city infrastructure.
I expected green lawns and quiet streets in the suburbs. I expected green lawns and quiet streets in the suburbs. I expected green lawns and quiet streets in the suburbs.
During a redox reaction, some atoms gain electrons while others lose electrons.
I felt very sorry that I had put them to so much trouble. I felt very sorry that I had put them to so much trouble.
Their first day at work was successful. Their first day at work was successful.
Authentic learning is an approach that emphasizes the application of knowledge and skills in real-world contexts.
They received praise for their good behavior. They received praise for their good behavior.
Modern methods of construction offer benefits such as increased strength and durability.
You are a school teacher, aren't you? You are a school teacher, aren't you?
The company prioritized the use of recycled materials during the manufacturing process. The company prioritized the use of recycled materials during the manufacturing process.
These were built by skilled laborers who were painting goods and supplies.
Despite graduating years ago, he still has access to his university email account. Despite graduating years ago, he still has access to his university email account.
Hi there. What can I do for you? Yes, that's correct. I'm the one who manages the study abroad programs. What can I help you with? Sure. The programs are open to all students, and you can choose from a variety of different options depending on your interests. We have a lot of students who are interested in studying business or history abroad. We've also had students do volunteer work and work as aides in schools teaching English. If you want, we can set up a meeting to go through the programs together. Just let me know your field of study and academic interests beforehand so I can have a few options prepared. You can fill out the meeting request form online to select a date and time.
Who are your favorite musicians? How do they inspire you or make you feel? Who are your favorite musicians? How do they inspire you or make you feel?
I want to talk about one of my favorite musicians that I always adore, not because of her talents, but because of her attitude towards people. There are actually many artists, many singers that I really like, but the one that really stands out the best is Antido Mamae. Actually, Mamae is one of the most popular and well-known singers in our country. Especially, I believe she sings classic songs, Burmese classic songs, which are extremely eye-opening and extremely valuable for us to listen to. As a young guy, I have to admit that I don't listen to her songs a lot, but my father, especially my parents, really love to listen to her, and her songs compositions are really amazing. So that is the reasons why I say that she is one of my most inspiring people in the industry, and I always look up to her stories because she is also very strong and amazing. The second person that I would like to describe would be Taylor Swift. She is also a very popular singer across the world. She is actually an international artist from the USA, so I don't really know much about her life, but it is very clear to me that she is a hardworking singer. She is also hardworking. She is also very good at composing songs, and I think there are tons of reasons why I like her, but the best thing is that her attitude is also really amazing. She is never hesitant to help other people. In this picture, I can clearly see that there are three people who are sitting and who are discussing an issue in a room which seems to be an office. On the left side of the photograph, a man who is wearing a blue shirt and black jean pants, was sitting and focusing on something. I cannot clearly see what he is focusing on looking at because it is not in the photograph, but it can be definitely a whiteboard or a whiteboard or someone who is explaining things to him. In the middle of the photograph, I can clearly see a woman who is wearing a black blouse and blue jeans. She seems to be shocked or surprising because maybe she's discussing something with the man who is sitting on the right side of the photograph. She and that person are discussing something which is so surprising, so shocking, and she looks like she has heard something that is unexpected for her. I noticed that she is also wearing a long necklace in her neck. On the right side, I see a man who seems to be white, who is wearing a black t-shirt and some pants. He is communicating with the man and the woman who are sitting right next to him. The background looks like they are in an office because I can see some whiteboards with data. A film that I saw recently was called Parasite, which is a very popular Korean film. Actually, I did not have any intention to watch it, but one of my friends recommended it to me, and she also mentioned that I should watch Parasite because it is one of the most popular, one of the most reputable Asia films. So as an Asian myself, I think I decided to watch it. So that was actually about two families, and according as the name suggests, so one family becomes a parasite of another family. It is a Korean thriller. I don't think it's a drama, but it is more like a horror or thriller. It is not action, or it is also not an animation. It is just a normal random film, but it is extremely captivating. I think it is quite thought-provoking because the storyline is very different from other movies, and the director is also very good at his job. He is very good at presenting the characters to the people. I watched it yesterday, and the main characters were actually obviously some popular Korean actors. I'm sorry that I really can't remember their names exactly. Something that I remember about the movie is that it really portrays the happiness that we will see in human beings in reality. It is really amazing, and I really recommend everyone to watch it. So the last time that I went somewhere that was very exciting was when I went to a local museum for the first time in my life. Normally, I am not a big fan of going to places because I'm very introverted, and being sociable or being gregarious is not really my type of thing. But at that time, I was preparing for one of my school assignments, and I was demanded to go to a local museum so that I understand more about the topic. The topic was, I think, about the animals, and it's about some sort of prehistoric animals, I believe. So I decided to go to there. So when I went there, one thing that I noticed was that it was, of course, it located and within my neighborhood. It was not really far away from me, so I didn't have to rush to there. Of course, I took a taxi because I thought that going via public transportation would take much more time for me, and I really didn't want to spend my time out there. So I got a taxi and I went to there. I got there, and one thing that I noticed about the building was that it was very the construction of the building, the decoration of the building was extremely attracted to me. It looks very compelling to me. It's very interesting. The color of the building is obviously white because most of the museums, they normally paint the buildings white. I don't know the reason, but yeah, it is. So, and when I got there, I bought a ticket, and of course I got into the museum. And fortunately, on that particular day, there were many tourist guides there, and of course they literally offered me to have an excursion trip within that museum, and of course I accepted it gladly. So they explained that this museum had been established for more than 10 years now, but I never had a chance to go there. It was really a shame to admit that I was never into this kind of animals. There were many animals inside the museum. Some of them are really prehistoric, and some of them are native from other countries, for example, or some of them are native in my country and stuff like that. And one thing that really amazes me inside the museum is that all of the museum staff are extremely welcoming, and they are very friendly to me. They look like they are ready to help me with what I need. So I also took my assignment paper so that I can ask a few questions to the manager or to whoever responsible. And so we had a chit chat. I had some questions about my assignment, and they literally gave me a very insightful and very valuable information that would be extremely necessary and useful for my assignment. And because of that, I would say that that experience that I went to the museum is extremely exciting. Thank you.